There's three very good reasons that you should create a world building document before you go to draft, before even you go to creating a beat sheet or a chapter outline or anything. It's the first step in your novel building process or your screenwriting building process. So the first reason why you want a world building document is that it works as a reference Bible. So you can remember all those key and not so key details that you have to constantly go back to in the course of writing your novel or screenplay. It could be the name of your protagonist's sister's dog, but it could also be things like, if you have a magical system where there are different levels, what are the powers at each level and what are they able to do? But the second reason is that it allows you to just free write and dream your story world before you attempt to systematize it into a story structure. And this is important because what happens is your head gets full of details and you end up spinning over and over again at the same detail, thinking about it, rather than moving on and developing other details. And if you start to write them down, you can start to free associate between them. So if there's a magical system, you can think about the magical system and the wands that are used in the magical system. Who are the guild who create the magic wands, who grow the trees that are necessary for it? And what does that tell me about the ecosystem of the world? Now, the third reason is maybe the least thought about reason, but in fact the most important reason, and it is as follows. Because then once you've got all these elements, you can organize them together and you can begin to think about them in terms of your conflicts and your themes in your story. Now you can look at your world and see the embedded contradictions between people, between the needs of this person and the needs of this group of people, and see the potential conflict that exists there. And if you don't know the conflict, you just have a world concept, you can begin to hierarchize those, organize those on the basis of which conflicts that exist in the world are more intense, more epic, more serious, and those can become your story. You can also then see in the kinds of pattern that exists, in the kinds of conflicts that exist, the themes that exist. If people are struggling over things like identity, then your story is maybe about the need to be true to yourself. And you can do that at stage 3 of the process of creating a world building document. Anyway, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Any comments, feel free to add them. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.